Welcome back, everybody. We're here to pull cards for May the 15th. I am going to be pulling one card for overall energy, and then after that, we'll pull one card for each sign, and we'll look at how those energies blend together and what they can tell us about what might be coming up for the day. This is a general reading, so not everything's going to apply to every single person, but looking at your sun sign can be helpful if you want a more full picture. You may also want to look at your rising sign, your moon sign, or any other signs that you're particularly interested in that aspect of your life. Overall energy is showing up. Oh, I like it. This is such a good start. 10 of Cups. This is my happiness card. It is literally labeled happiness. I'm not sure you can see that on the camera, but this is literally labeled happiness in this deck. And by the way, I am using the Wildwood Tarot for this card pull. So overall theme is happiness. I don't think I have to explain that too much to y'all. We like it. Let's see how this plays into each of our lives. Boop ba da doo doo, boop ba da doo, ba da doo doo. Okay, here we go. We're starting with Aries. Green woman showing up in reverse. Aries. It's going to be really tempting today for you to think that the only way that you can have happiness is if you're in control of everything and you're kind of micromanaging everything. Honestly, let me just be really straight with you. This is my card that talks about codependent tendencies. So you may be really tempted to pick up other people's responsibilities to make sure that you can be happy today. We want to try to avoid that just for our own mental health, but also for the other person's mental health as well, who we're trying to pick up their responsibilities. Because when we pick up somebody else's responsibilities and look out for them, when really they could be handling that situation. Now, I'm not talking about an extreme situation or right after a surgery or something like that, but in general, when we pick up responsibilities that are not ours to carry, the message that we're sending is that we don't think you can do this. And if we send that message enough times, the other person starts buying into it. And then they become dependent on us. And then we start to resent them being dependent on us. And then we end up having an emotional explosion on them. And they don't understand why. And we don't understand why they don't understand why. Because we just basically set it all up. We set it all in motion. So try to resist the temptation. You guys have free will for seeing this show up. If you notice yourself kind of going towards that energy, try to at least slow it down, maybe turn it around. Empower the other person instead of disempowering them. All right, let's look at Taurus. By the way, Aries, none of that is said with judgment. It's all just said with observation. I might have been codependent a couple of times in my life, maybe. All right, Taurus, let's look at what you have. The Ace of Bows showing up in reverse. This is interesting. Taurus, you're not on the same page with being happy right now. You're not feeling like you have a whole lot of energy or enthusiasm around something that could make you happy. Happiness seems out of reach, is what I'm hearing as I look at this card for you. Boop-ba-da-doo. Boop-ba-da-doo. What's best advice for Taurus, please? Okay, well, Taurus, you guys are getting homework out of this video. If you start to notice that you're feeling happy or not energetic, not feeling very good, maybe feeling a little despondent, get out a pen and paper. And it really does help to write with a pen and paper, not just type it out, but write out 10 things that you have gratitude for. 10 things, big or small, doesn't matter. If you're feeling really despondent, you might be grateful for how wonderful the pillow feels under your head. But you have to stay up away from that pillow long enough to write that out, along with 9 other things. Let's look at Gemini. Gemini, Gemini. What? I thought we were off to such a good start with this happiness card. What's happening? It's getting all twisted on me, guys. Three of Vessels showing up in reverse. Okay, well, this isn't as bad as I thought it was. I think you're playing some kind of practical joke on your friends. At least one of your friends, maybe a group of friends. Don't be too surprised if they don't appreciate your joke. Be thinking about how that joke might be taken before you actually do it. So if there's any adjustments you need to make so that they can enjoy the joke too, that would be a good thing. Otherwise, you're just going to get on their nerves instead of making them crack up. All right, let's look at Cancer. Cancer. Two of Arrows showing up. Injustice. Cancer, I kind of say I like yours better than anybody else's so far. I think you've got a couple of things that you could do today that would make you happy. You're having a hard time deciding which one you want to roll with. A little bit of indecision there. Just pick one. Just pick one. You know, it doesn't have to be a perfect decision. Just pick one and you'll be able to have fun. Not picking keeps the happiness from any which venue blocked. All right, let's move on. Next, we're going to look at Leo. Leo. Oh, Leo. What do we have for Leo? What? How can you get this to go along with happiness? Frustration. Leos, I think there's some kind of happiness that you are trying to create today and you're feeling kind of frustrated about it. You may even just be trying to create some relaxed time. That may be what's going to make you really happy today, Leos. There's definitely some frustration going on there. Whatever this is you're trying to do to create some happiness for yourself today, I think it gets, let's just say there's resistance to that. There's resistance to that. There is frustration. Frustration is not the same as complete blockages. Just means it's going to take a little while to actually get to do whatever this is that you want to do that's going to make you feel happy. All right, so who was that? That was Leo. Next, we're looking at Virgo. Virgo. What do we have to say about Virgo today? What do we have to say? Here we go. Woodward in reverse. Boop-a-da-doo-doo. Virgos, I think you're tired of being serious all the time. Tired of being serious all the time. You're tired of sorting out information. You're tired of trying to figure out who's the good guy and who's the bad guy and who needs to be remedially trained and who just needs to be kicked out of your life. You're just tired of being the heavy right now, Virgo. Tired of heavy energy. I think you're definitely doing something that makes you happy today, and I think you're doing it because you are tired of being the heavy person with all the responsibilities that everybody looks up to. You just need a break. You just need a break today. I feel like Virgos, I feel like you're thinking, you know what? All this stuff that I normally do, if it waits one day, not going to be something that makes the sky fall down. Good for you to be able to step away. Sometimes we do need that, especially if we've got a lot of responsibilities. Next up, we're looking at Libra. Why is there so much confusion today? Page of Vessels in reverse. That's my second direct confusion card. Well, third, really. We haven't even made it through all 12 signs yet. We're only on number 7. That's almost half. Page of Vessels in reverse. In this deck, the Page of Vessels in reverse, what this means to me is that you're having a hard time with having your heart line up with your head. I think you want to do something happiness making, But your mind is saying, this is what I need to do. This is what I should do. This will make me happy. And your heart is saying, no, forget that. We want to go be joyful in a less responsible way. So you're having a hard time there, getting your head and your heart to line up. Hmm. If the goal is happiness, I would follow my heart over my head. If the goal is getting something accomplished, I would follow my head over my heart. But you guys got to do whatever you got to do. Boop ba da doo doo. Let's take a peek at Scorpio. What's coming up for me and my fellow Scorpios today? Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. What do we have? Ooh, we're being brave. So we got our sign. We got the Queen of Vessels showing up in reverse. Now, in this deck, Queen of Vessels in reverse is somebody who normally, makes other people their priority. And today she's saying, enough of that. I need to make me the priority. Sometimes we can get burnt out because we're so busy taking care of everybody else. And this says, no, today I'm taking care of me. I'm nourishing me. I'm doing what I need to do for me. Getting some backbone. Woo, woo, we like that. All right, next up, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Sagittarius. By the way, Scorpio, that card ties in very nicely with that happiness card. We're standing up to somebody and saying, nope, that does not make me happy. I'm very uncomfortable with that. I'm not doing it. Mm-mm. No, thank you. No way, Jose. All right, Sagittarius, what do we have? Knight of Stones showing up in reverse. Boop-a-da-doo-doo. Okay, Sagittarius, in your pursuit of happiness, it looks like you could blow the budget a little bit. So be mindful of that budget. Find things that you can do in pursuit of happiness that don't necessarily blow the budget if you can. If you can. And if not, you'll just have to make some plans to fix that budget later on. Ask yourself if you want to make that sacrifice later on or not. Capricorn. Capricorn. Four of Stones shows up in reverse. Capricorns, I think you're getting out of the house. You're getting away from whatever is your normal shelter on Mondays. And getting out of the house with that Four of Stones in reverse to pursue your happiness. So you may be getting out into nature very literally to find some happiness. Or you may be going to some kind of shindig somewhere to find your happiness. Whatever it is, you're getting out of the house to find your happiness. You're not staying all cooped up. Not staying all cooped up, Capricorn. Next up, we're looking at Aquarius. Aquarius. All right, here we go. Eight of Vessels showing up in reverse. You are walking back to your happiness. Something makes you happy. You had walked away from that something, hadn't been spending very much time doing whatever that activity was or being in that place. Today you're getting back into whatever that is that makes you happy. Good for you, Aquarius. That's a really positive read right there. We like that. Next up, we're looking at Pisces. You guys who really, seriously, I know that I'm crying today because this isn't as positive as I thought it would be at the outset. But honestly, the tarot cards are going to reflect life. And so if life is not 100% sunshine and daisies, the tarot cards are not going to show 100% sunshine and daisies. You know, it won't all be sun and chariots and wheel of fortunes right side up. It just won't work out that way because it's trying to accurately depict life for us so that we can be more aware. All right, let's look at Pisces. You guys have the Seven of Stones, healing in reverse. Um, hmm, hmm, hmm. Pisces, there may be a situation where you were expecting to be paid for something or paid off with something, paid back. That's not happening today. If you have alternate plans, that's a good thing. A backup type of plan. If you're counting on that money for today, then you may want to make a backup plan. All right. But I don't see payday happening today. If it does happen today, it's not going to be a complete pay. This can be where you get part of your pay and somebody forgets to put your commission on or whatever. So some kind of issue with payday or with being paid back or paid off. If you're expecting somebody who borrowed your lawnmower to bring it back today, that might not be happening. That's a payback, bringing something back. So something along those lines where you're getting paid or paid back, paid. Yeah, paid or paid back. Not happening today, at least not the way you expected to. Maybe possibly in a more minimal way than you're expecting, but probably just not at all. There's a delay. Doesn't mean that you won't be paid off or paid back or get your paycheck. Just means not as soon as you thought. Not today. Not today, baby. Okay. All right, so that's what I've got for everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate it. Obviously, I am not talking about laser hair removal or fashion hair products or high fashion clothes. So, guess what? That means you guys are my sponsors. All the responsibility is on you to put the thumbs ups on these videos, share them out with the world, and put comments down below so that they can be served to more people. And I really appreciate all you guys' support in that. And what else do you need to know? Oh, yeah. Looking forward to doing some readings with some of you later on today. If you need one, all you have to do is give me a holler. We'll get you taken care of as quickly as we can. My readings normally are done by phone or online. Very rarely do I do in-person readings. They're usually long distance. They're just as good as in person, though. Don't worry about that. And what else should we talk about? I think that's it. Everybody have a fantastic day. Peace out.